Welcome to a new season of Getting Naked with Nasty, uncovering the beats with Nasty on the Beats, and I am Nasty on the Beats. www.nastyonthebeats.com. This is season 2. Season 1 went pretty well. I think I did right at 15 episodes with a couple of special ones in there because of the project I was working on at the time. That particular project is the Judge Hunter Green of Elohim. I am art and this is. And very proud of that project. I put a lot into it. I was at my recording location, which is at Lyric Hill's crib, working on the album and also recording the content for that series of Getting Naked with Nasty. And I think things went really well. I was able to get people, behind the scenes of seeing what, how I put my beats together, where I get my samples from, how I chop, and so on and so forth. Just to kind of give some insight, especially regarding some projects that I've already worked on, were working on, are working on, that are kind of already in usage, and then a few that are kind of just, out there, may eventually go on projects I do or other MCs that I work with. A lot has happened since then. We are in, what's the date? Today is August 2nd, 2025. And the unique thing is today is Lyric Hill's birthday. So shout out to legendary MC Lyric Hill, good friend of mine, my homie, college roommate. We go back a ways. And so today is his birthday. So it's August 2nd today at the time that this is being recorded. The first season was recorded in March when I was doing the art album. And so, a lot has happened in between that time. I finished the art album and put it out, started working on another project, and then kind of fizzled away from that. I was putting beats together for it, and I went into working on my album 45, which was released on my birthday, June 25th. That project is excellent. That project is awesome. And now I'm here at Killer's crib working on another project, recording, called The Inconspicuous Acts of the Truth Man, and excited about it. I'm making progress with it. I'm on a limited schedule, but luckily it's a short project. I've already got 2 of the 7 songs recorded, for the most part, fully there, waiting on 1 feature verse to come in, but everything is going well. So excited about what's going on in my nasty life. The production is hitting well. None of my albums sound the same from the time I started to now. There's a diversity there. My writing as an MC is progressing. The collaborations are starting to come about. Since that the last season, I ended up going up to Albuquerque and Santa Fe, and that's where the 45 album was produced and written for the most part. Me and Killer just dropped a project called Never Afraid to Lose, which was the inspiration for the 45 album, actually. It's all loops and so forth. So anyway, I wanted to just kind of give you some updates on what's going on with me. If you follow me and my career and whatever that is, because I'm relatively new to building a music career and catalog. I spent a lot of time in music in the late 90s, early 2000s, and then I got out around 2010 and was 13 years out developing in other aspects of my life. Didn't think I was getting back into music, but I'm so glad that God brought me back in. I'm having the time of my life. I'm 45 years old. I do not feel it. Let me tell it, I'm 23. 22 times over, I guess, if you will. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. Now that we've done an introductory into season 2, we're going to go ahead and get started. And this will be the first beat that goes into the rotation. This beat is actually called, on here, it was in my Tires, Tirez series. And all the Tires beats became the Congriss album. So if you hear it, if I tell you this is a Tires beat, you know that it went on the Congriss album. That was a unique project that got made in record time in everything that was done, and I'm very proud of it. Me and Killer put a lot into it, even though it was a short window. And it's a blessing to see how we were able to cohesively pull that together after being musically separated. You know what I mean? Because I didn't, like I said, he was still running his course, building catalog, and I was out. And to see that we can come back in with me only being in for less than a year and being able to put that together and gun it. So, but this is off there. The name of the song on the album is Deliberate Obliteration. It's probably the one I do the most singing on the Congriss album. And this beat is called Considering Leap Year. Now, y'all know I do all types of beats, so I give them all kinds of titles. Some are actual words, some are not, some are numbers, whatever. Just to kind of make distinction there. They'll be in different series, packs, whatever. But this was called Considering Leap Year. And so we're going to get right in. Let's start with the sample first. And let me just go make sure my volume is good. All right, so that's the sample. You know what's interesting about that? So it's two parts of it. Sometimes when I'm chopping samples, I'll do what's called a blind. So sometimes I'll listen to what I want and then I'll go ahead and run it into the MPC. But other times I'll just hit the button and let it play and then move around in different places. You know what I mean? And put different portions of the sample in there to kind of get a different feel and then chop up from there and see what I can use. This particular sample, I'll let you know off rip, this particular sample made at least 3 or 4 beats on the Congriss album. And I think I said that in season 1. Because 2 of the Congriss beats were actually in season 1 for sure. And so I don't recommend that all the time, and I don't do it all the time. But it's starting to become something that I'm focused on, because if I can pull some more juice out of the beat, you know what I mean? And it's unique enough to make a new beat, whether it be for the same album or a different album or for a different person or what have you, then I like to do that. I like to, I talk about that milk this cow. I try to get as much out of it as I can. So that's the bulk of the sample. And like I said, this beat is called Deliberate Obliteration. Let's go into each of the samples, starting with the drums. What are we doing here? Oh. Okay. So that's my kick. All right. Got a little clap going there. Okay. Y'all know I love me some cymbals. When I can get them in there, it's really cool listening to the different pieces, you know what I mean, of a beat that's so cohesively together that kind of blends well. Another shake. All right. What's on the 5? That's my bass line. All right, now we into the samples. Oh, I forgot to do it for y'all. Put that shit on 6. Okay, must not be anything on 7. Even though it's lit up. Okay. I'm certain I put some effects on there. All right, what's on the 9? Y'all gonna see that makes the beat right there. A little percussion. I love my percussion. I didn't know it was that deep. Shit. All right, on 16. Just a little knock there. Just a little block. Wood block. All right. All right, let's do something unique. Let's go ahead and put some drums and bass together. If you want to call it a shakedown, then you reserve the right to determine your own terminology. No, this ain't a wall you can take down. Straight from a place behind a gate on a throne, so stay safe. If you want to say it's a shakedown, then you reserve the right to determine your own terminology. But no, this ain't a stray you can take down. I generate the weight from the bad to the bone. Oh, shit, I forgot my own words. Bad to the bone. German martyrs to obliterate deliberately. Y'all gonna get me for that. And can't even remember his own words. If you wanna, okay, let's do a little something else. Let's just do all samples. I think we're ready. So y'all see what all went into this. Man, oh man, we had quite a time, didn't we, Lord? We had quite a time. Okay, let's go into song mode. And this is what you get. That's what it is. Another episode. This is season 2, baby. Another episode of Getting Naked with Nasty. Nasty on the Beats. www.nastyonthebeats.com. Holla!